What if an AI could predict where Bitcoin, stocks, and gold are heading 30 days into the future? Not guess, not hope, actually predict. There's a foundation model called Kronos, trained on data from over 45 global exchanges. 102 million parameters. Zero-shot forecasting. I decided to test it. Here's what happened. Kronos is a time series foundation model. Think of it like ChatGPT, but for financial data. Instead of learning language, it learned patterns in candlestick data. Open, high, low, close, volume. Trained on 45 exchanges across stocks, crypto, forex, and commodities. The base model has 102 million parameters. You feed it historical price data, and it generates a forecast. No fine-tuning. No training on your specific asset. It just works. First test. Bitcoin. I fed Kronos 168 days of historical data. That's roughly 6 months of daily candles. Bitcoin currently sits at $60,141. Kronos forecasts it reaching $78,682 within 30 days. That's a 30.8% jump. The predicted range? Between 58,000 and 79,500. Here's the thing. Bitcoin's 30-day return just showed a minus 18.5% drop. The model is calling a major reversal. Test 2. The S&P 500. The benchmark. The index that most hedge funds can't even beat. SPY currently trades at $729. Kronos predicts a dip to $695. A 4.6% decline over 30 days. The range is between 680 and 740. This is interesting. While Bitcoin gets a massive bullish call, the S&P gets a bearish one. The model isn't just blindly optimistic. It sees different patterns in different assets. Test 3. NVIDIA, the AI chip king. One of the most volatile stocks on the market right now. NVIDIA sits at $192. Kronos forecasts $183. A 4.7% decline. The range spans from 172 to 201. NVIDIA's recent 30-day return was minus 18.2%. The model expects the downtrend to continue, but with a wide confidence range, meaning there's still room for surprise. Final test. Gold. The safe haven. When everything else crashes, gold usually holds. GLD trades at $373. Kronos predicts $470. A 25.8% gain. That is the most bullish call of all 4 assets. The range is between 372 and 474. Gold's recent 30-day return was minus 12.5%. The model is calling a strong recovery for gold. Interesting. Here's what I noticed. All 4 assets recently experienced pullbacks. Bitcoin down 18%. NVIDIA down 18%. Gold down 12%. The S&P down 2%. Kronos is predicting strong recoveries for Bitcoin and gold, while forecasting continued declines for the S&P and NVIDIA. The model isn't just looking at one number. It's predicting the full range. The high, the low, and the median. That range tells you the model's confidence. Bitcoin's range is wide. Gold's range is also wide. Both high volatility calls. The obvious question. Should you bet your life savings on Kronos predictions? Absolutely not. This is a foundation model. It has never seen these specific assets during training. It's extrapolating patterns from 45 other exchanges. Sometimes that works brilliantly. Sometimes it doesn't. What Kronos gives you is a probabilistic range. Not a guarantee. A starting point for your own research. The real power isn't in the prediction. It's in having a systematic framework instead of guessing. So what did I learn? AI can identify patterns in financial data that humans miss. The models are getting better every year. But no model can predict the future with certainty. What Kronos does well is give you a data-driven starting point. A range. A framework. Instead of staring at charts and guessing, you have a systematic forecast to work with. The market is complex. Humans are emotional. Maybe, just maybe, removing some of that emotion with AI isn't such a bad idea. If this was interesting, share it with someone who trades. Subscribe for more experiments with AI and finance. And remember, the best investors aren't the ones with the best predictions. They're the ones with the best process.